Have you ever wondered how certain creatives, like me, for example, get over our creative blocks? Find out in this episode of Inner Voice. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is another episode of Inner Voice, and I am Vaux, aka Ari. If you're new to the channel, this is Inner Voice, where I talk about music, maybe a little bit of video games, and all of the creative projects that I have running at the moment. Now, first things first, I want to get this out of the way. As you can see, if you compare from like the first two videos and this one right here, the one that you're watching, obviously there's a huge difference. Like I said in the very first video, I used to be a photographer. So of course, I have this DSLR lying around. And I was just thinking, hey, maybe I could probably use the DSLR and put it to good use. So I did my research on YouTube, on Reddit, I looked it up, and then apparently it was kinda simple. I didn't need like a capture card, and Canon with its like webcam utility was just like, bam, connected to the PC and everything was good. So I set up all my old lighting and then just reuse all the equipments that I had back when I was doing photography. And there you have it. This is it, man. So let me know what you feel, what you think about this, and we'll move on to this video. So this video was supposed to be put out early this week. I was planning to shoot it, edit it out by Friday. But you know how things are these days, you can't really plan ahead. So what happened was I had a whole, like a schedule, weekly schedule thing. I was gonna get my second dose of the vaccine, meetings, errands to run, and then end the week with a recording of the vocals for Like You with Natasha. So on top of all of that, I just happen to have like 6 demons in my house right now who are basically in their adventurous phase. And by demons, I mean kittens. They're the same thing. These guys are out and about right now and very, very aggressive and hungry. I wouldn't say aggressive, but probably they're just like super demanding, like super clingy and all of that. So Natasha came over and we didn't really get things done. And that's why I decided to come up with this video. So if you're a creative person, whatever you're doing, visual arts, music, whatever it is, I feel like these 3 are probably really, really important if we want to start doing things. So first, definitely get in the mood, because I feel like, oh man, we just started off on the wrong foot. So Natasha came over and she was already super happy to see the kittens. Like the moment she stepped into the house, she was just like, oh my god, there's kittens, they're so cute, blah blah blah. So she's happy, right? And the thing is, the track that we were trying to write for was this like kind of mellow, kind of longing, wistful track, which I feel doesn't really match with that happiness. So I think if you were to start on a creative project, you should get in the right mood. Just prepare yourself for that. I don't know, if you're happy, you should probably watch like The Notebook or something to get your mood down. And if your mood is like right there, like you feel like shit, you just wanna, I don't want to say the word, but you just feel like the day isn't going your way, probably watch some memes or like videos of like kittens to get your mood up there. That's what I feel. So this is what happened. We're trying to figure out how to get both of us in the frame at the same time.
Yeah. It's so hard to get a song
out of your head.
There was this rhythm that we were working on, working with prior to today. So we're trying to get that out of our system, and it's just so hard, so hard. I don't know how to end it.
Maybe another time.
Only if you feel the way I do, don't you wanna back
So many times ba kasut baru.
Will you right? Tell me if you feel the way I do. Baby, will you?
Dreams come true. Ah! No.
Wait. Tell me if you feel the way I do. Baby, will you make my dreams come true?
So that went on for a good hour or so, which I feel wasn't really good. I guess number 2, the tip is if it's not happening, it's just not happening. You know, just gotta learn to let it go, because you really can't force creativity, you know, no matter how hard you try. Because you can just sit there, stare at the lyrics, and nothing's gonna come. So here's what I do sometimes, right? When I write lyrics, I would open up a book and I would point to a random word, right, for example, and try to find a way to come up with lyrics that make sense from that word. So even that wasn't working, and we were just kinda bummed out, you could say. It's just not happening. So that's tip number 2. Don't force yourself to do creative work when you're just not feeling it. Tip number 3, I feel like is the most important part, because if you don't do this, steps 1 and 2 just doesn't matter at all. Tip number 3, go back to the project. I am guilty of this as well. Yes, I go through steps 1 and 2, get in the right mood. Step number 2, take a break. But I don't do step number 3, and then the project would just end up in the hard drive somewhere, you know, just totally forgotten. And I would come back a few years later and I was like, why have I never finished it? So when I realized it was just not happening, I said, you know what, never mind, we'll just go out with some friends, have some dinner or whatever, and then revisit the project, which is exactly what I did. So I came back and I worked on it. Basically, I have something right now. So that's it. 3 steps to inspire yourself whenever you feel uninspired. Doesn't matter what you do, whether you're doing music, you're doing poetry, you're doing visual art, drawing, painting, or whatever creative stuff you're doing. In fact, I feel like this could probably apply for other tasks as well. You know, just working in the office or whatever. So that is it for this week's episode of Inner Voice. Like I have always said, it shouldn't be longer than a meal, you know. So this week is just to show you guys this whole new setup I've got going on. Again, let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, what should I do? What should I not do? I haven't done this in a while, man. Like, I totally forgot like how lighting works anymore. It's been a while. And then basically just to tell you guys what I've been up to with Natasha in terms of creating that new vocal for Like You. So hope you guys stay safe. Stay tuned for the next episode. See ya.